I'm a KOK Play Frontier from the Genesis Group. Just want to give you guys a market update. Yeah, anyway, let's look at Bitcoin. So you did have big move up, but remember, yeah, it did break up to 31,800. But that's because I think it was a Ripple Wonder case against the SEC. But if you see the following candle, that's an engulfing candle. The red engulfed the green candle. So I think you're still going to have some further move down. Yeah, that's kind of just what I said. I see Bitcoin going down some more. I still think Bitcoin should have a nice little trace back, maybe down to this purple line a little bit further down. And that's what I see. This is from Steve from Crypto Crew University. This is the Golden Cross. In 2016, when the green went past the red, you can see that Bitcoin, before it or even on that day, had a little move, had a move down, and then after that, the green line was support. You had a wick, but came back to support. Now I want you to look at that wick that came down is back to these prices here, like the top on that and here. So what do I, anyway, let's just look at that. And so eventually later on in the year, I would expect Bitcoin to go above, maybe break 40,000, 45, close to it maybe, and then maybe have a wick or some weird news and bring Bitcoin down to like 32,000 in the future. Would that surprise me? Not at all. Okay, now let's look at in 2019 when you had the Golden Cross. Before the Golden Cross, you had Bitcoin come down, and then it went all the way to the red line. Now however, to me, Bitcoin, the price moving with this double bottom and the second double bottom being lower than the first double bottom, Bitcoin kind of looks like 2016. And I did buy a course through Steve, one of his courses. To me, it's a great course. I don't regret buying it. It's good. But yeah, I do recommend, Steve from Crypto Crew University is a great channel. And so when I look at that, I'm still waiting on the pullback for Bitcoin. But I'm mostly into the market anyway. But yeah. Now that being said, I told you that I do expect KOK to have a leg down. It did. It could still be having his leg down. Like here, you had like a multiple steps, but this was one huge leg down. I'm not exactly sure how big this leg down is gonna be. Okay, I don't know yet. But yeah, so as I said in the past, even in a previous video, that when Bitcoin has a pullback that I expect KOK to go under, or even sooner, because while Bitcoin is going up, KOK doesn't really go up with Bitcoin. But when Bitcoin goes down, KOK just keeps going down. So I'm not surprised that KOK is under a cent when we just have sideways action. That being said, I'm not sure what's going to happen, how low KOK is going to go. Like I said, I have buy-in orders at 10th of a penny. So it's 0.001, like that, right? If KOK goes that low, cool. Like, because, I told y'all that I was nibbling a little bit at 2.2 cents. But what happens is, let's say you buy like 100 KOK coins at 2.2 cents. And you just keep buying a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. But imagine this. If you buy 100 KOK coins at 2.2 cents, but you end up buying like 1,000 KOK coins at 0.001 cents, well, what is the average? Because then you got to put, 1,100 KOK coins, because 100 plus, or what I say, 1,000. Anyway, let's say I bought 1,000 KOK coins at 0.0, a tenth of a cent. That's 1,100 KOK coins. And then I have to average out the price, and that's the average. And so, yeah, I might have nibbled that KOK coin at 2.2 cents. And I have buy orders already down at a tenth of a cent. What's going to happen? The average will be still under a cent because I'm getting so many KOK coins at that price range, But that's what I'm doing. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing or what I think will happen. I give you all reasons why. And I also said that KOK coin could even go into fractions of a penny, which, a tenth of a cent is a fractions of a penny. But it can even go down to, instead of 2 zeros, but 3 zeros. Oh, yeah. And the only reason why I will say that, and I've said that in other videos, the problem is if you look at KOK coin, okay, maybe the daily is better. If you look at KOK coin, look at KOK coin's movement right here. Okay, just monstrously moving down. Now, let's look at Bitcoin. So you notice how Bitcoin is on a trajectory of moving upwards. But KOK coin is just moving down. KOK coin continues to go down. But then let's look at now we can't use XRP. It's not a good example because they just won the case. Let's look at even SHIB. SHIB looks better than KOK coin. And I'm not going to lie, I did buy in some SHIB after this huge wick down. Because to me, that might be the bottom for SHIB. That's why I bought some SHIB off of that. Solana, not a good example. Because Solana was... If XRP won their case, people think Solana is going to win their case. But if you look at Bitcoin, notice how Bitcoin continues to move up. Well, you have other coins that go down, right? And what does that mean? That means while Bitcoin is moving up, you're going to have coins that'll still go down. Okay? Let's just look at these other coins. You don't have to be a genius to figure it out. Now, TRX is, TRX is pretty good coin though. Okay? Look at this thing. Downward trajectory, right? And so, KOK coin is the worst though. I mean, other coins, they at least have some moves up. KOK coin just looks terrible. And so, what I see is, if Bitcoin has a pullback to maybe 28, 27,000, cool, it's going to drop KOK coin down some more. And then when Bitcoin starts to move up, KOK coin might not move up that much. But really what I'm looking at is this dump. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. This is the dump. I'm waiting for, even if Bitcoin makes this move up, I don't know if KOK's gonna move up that much, because look how much Bitcoin has moved up. Okay, like this huge move here, huge move here. And what did KOK do that whole time? Just go down. Down, down, down. And so what makes me worried is, well, yeah, Bitcoin could have this move up. And then I'm waiting for the last dump. And if that happens, and KOK continues to move the way it moves while Bitcoin moves up sideways and have that dump, that's when KOK will be fractions. Like, forget a tenth of a cent, forget 0.001, a tenth of a cent. It was gonna be like 0.000 whatever. And then, but to me, Bitcoin's it's in the first stage of its bull run. And so after this dump, which I think will happen again, rather happens in 2023 or 2024, and then, Bitcoin will have its wonderful move up, like what you're seeing down here, and just work its way up like that. Something like that. Something, history never repeats itself the same, but it rhymes, yeah? And then that's when Copeland will move with the other markets. Now, so that's what I see in a worst case situation. I still don't know, right? I mean, I have buy orders at 10th of a cent. It might not even go down to a 10th of a cent. But to me, now it just seems a bit more realistic that it's going down to a 10th of a cent, maybe lower. And if it does, cool. For me, my hedge was SHIB. The reason why I hedged it with SHIB is because I bought it pretty low because I saw this huge wick down, move up, and right now I'm in the green with SHIB while I'm down on KOK. And so if KOK goes under a tenth of a cent, I will sell small portions of SHIB to buy in, into KOK, while if it goes under a tenth of a cent. And another thing, I remember I said I don't expect KOK to get back up to $7. I've said it several times. Okay, why? Because before, in the previous bull market, KOK was like, the lowest it went was like 14 cents, 25 cents on average. That's where it stayed at, and it went up to $7. KOK's about to go fractions of a penny the way it's working. And so I remember by looking at the data from the past, I was like, yeah, maybe KOK will get up to like $2-3. But now, forget $3. I don't think KOK is gonna make it there. Personally, I know around what time I will sell KOK, but I'll let y'all know when that time comes. I actually have it already in my head. Around what time, and that's based on Bitcoin. But man, I mean, when KOK's going down to these prices, I'm not even sure if it's gonna hit $1.50 or even $1. But here's the thing, though: if this thing goes down to like fractions of a penny, and it goes like, let's say it goes down to tenth of a cent. This is what I pictured in my head. And my little buy order at tenth of a cent goes in, and that thing goes up to 1 cent, it just 10 times, and it goes up to 2 cents 20 times. If you buy something at tenth of a cent and it goes up to 10 cents, you 100 times. and it goes up to 50 cents, you 500 times. You buy something at a tenth of a cent, if it even goes to $1, you 1,000 times. The only that's what I think, and that's what I'm really thinking. I'm thinking that yeah, can KoKoin go down to a tenth of a cent or lower? Yes, but can KoKoin, is it gonna reach over like 50 cents? Even at these prices, the way it is now, yeah, I still think KoKoin. Yeah, I mean 50 cents, sure. Um, even $1, yeah, I think dollar something still is in the realm and the possibility is in the realms of possibility, yes, or even maybe more. And so, right now I just think it's the whales really fine tuning everything to make everyone suffer while they really gonna bank off of this, which is cool because I'm not just ride the whale up. But yeah, that is my game plan. I just hope that the people, Mr. Choi and everyone, and KoKoin, because I remember I said at least once or two, three times, where I hope they are prepared for KoKoin to be under a penny and still be able to run operations for months. I remember I said that. And yeah, definitely, boy, was I right. And so, yeah, if KoKoin can survive what the whales are doing, I think it's, as whales are just bot trading. I mean, you see how these numbers is, you just saw it magically just changes, crazy numbers. And so, yeah, if it goes down to, crazy prices, cool, I'll nibble away at it. But yeah, I think if it can survive to the next bull market, it's gonna be really good for, you know, for me and whoever else. But yeah, right now by the looks of it, it's still in his leg down. Move on his leg down. It could still have another leg or two after this. Maybe more. Who knows? You never know. But that's just my opinion. And as a person, I think the only person who said KoKoin could go to a penny or less, or a fraction of a penny. Because I'm just looking at the chart. I'm just looking at all this crap. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be. I think I'll be correct to say that yeah, even after this leg down, you can have another two, or maybe even more, based on what I'm looking at from 2016, and based on how KoKoin's reacting as Bitcoin's going up. Because I'm waiting for that dip there. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to print candles at above 31,500 like 5-6 like days in a row. That's what I'm really waiting for. And then wait another few days or weeks, see that thing move up. Maybe it's gonna go up to 40 something, and then have a pullback down to 30 something or low 30s, and then maybe it'll start moving on its way up. That's if it follows the 2016. If it, similar to 2016. Because remember, I talked about in previous videos, in 2016, the second double bottom was lower than the first. And we had that. The second bottom was lower than the first. Okay? Can we check that out? Oh, sorry, people. Okay, hold on. There. Alright, so the second lower bottom, right? The 15,400. Before that, what was the first bottom? 15,588. Then went to 15,476, right? That's that double bottom. Went sideways. And voila, we're at where we're at now. So it's similar to this. I'm waiting for a little pullback and then move up. Maybe Bitcoin goes up to 40,000 plus. Some way, rather it goes down slow as a big drop, something in the news, whatever. Maybe Bitcoin goes back down to like the lower 30,000 range. Maybe this might not even happen. I don't know. And then after that, Bitcoin has a nice move up. And that's why I also have, actually, once again, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing, and I give y'all reasons why. But like 60% of my holdings isn't just Bitcoin and Ethereum. The reason why I did that is because when you look at coins like KOK, where all it does is it moves down. When you look at other coins like, let's look at EOS, it's moving down. Up, down, whatever, but it's down, right? You look at SHIB, down. Once again, KOK, down. Here, TRX, nope, TRX is on an upward trajectory. ZAC, down. So what I'm doing is, yes, the Bitcoin dominance should be getting stronger, and so then the altcoins should be going lower. And so at some point, when I think the Bitcoin dominance is too high, I will start selling off some of my Bitcoin to get into the altcoins. That's what I'll be doing. That's my game plan. Now, I'm not telling you to do it. You do whatever you want to do, based on your opinion. You know what I'm saying? You're getting information from me and other people, and then you have to make your own decision, But that's why I have like 60% of my holdings in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I also have UVXY because I think, stocks should take a beating before the Bitcoin halving. And so then UVXY should, do great. And I'll sell off the UVXY and get into, depending on how Bitcoin and the alts are going, is rather I go more into Bitcoin or I go more into alts. But that's my hedge. That's also my hedge. So there y'all have it. All right. I'm still waiting for a stronger pullback in Bitcoin. I have my buy orders in KOK all the way down to 1/10 of a cent. My hedge is SHIB. Because of this, so I'm in the green, put it that, so I'm doing pretty good with SHIB. And the way I look at it is, as KOK, maybe, probably, well, at this point, it almost looks like probably when it goes under 1/10 of a cent, I could slowly sell off a little bit of SHIB and slowly get into a little bit of KOK. Look at KOK now. It's selling off. It's selling off. Okay. So, look at this. All of a sudden, now it's 200,000 buying, only 11,000 selling. All of a sudden. But not too long ago, it was like 100, 200,000 selling and like 16,000 buying. Who the heck's doing all this? Who the heck's doing all this? It's the bots. Bot trading. That's what's doing all this. So, yeah, if it was humans, don't trade like this. If this was a human would have put that 214, 219K, buy it all the way up, and you have a candle up. But no, you don't even see that. So, yeah, that's why. I know some whales are gonna probably just make massive money on KOK. If KOK survives to the next bull market, which I imagine it will. Man, these whales have been manipulating these prices. It's just my opinion. They're manipulating these prices. Oh my, they're gonna make some serious money. But I'm gonna ride them whales up. I'm gonna get mine. So whales are gonna get me mine, cause I'm a veteran. I'm not a newbie. I'm not new to the game. I'm true to this game. I know what they're doing, you know. So that's why I say the prices that I say in the past. Um, and I'm the only one that thought these type of prices and lower prices were possible. I know how these whales are. I seen them in action last time, so it's not even all that surprising. But yeah, so now y'all know my game plan. You do whatever you want to do. It's up to you. What can I say? All right. Uh, and yeah, that's that. And yeah, so like KOK is going through some struggles. I hope they, Mr. Troy and the administrative side, they get on their P's and Q's, dot every I, cross every T, and make things happen. And so there you have it. As always, praying for you, all of you, in Jesus Christ's name. God bless all of you in Jesus Christ's name. It's tough times. It's tough times. And, I hope all of you get spiritually ready or stay spiritually healthy. Now's a great time to accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Go to a good church where they speak the truth from the Bible. They're not tampered with all this media stuff and liberal bull crap. Yeah, stay mentally healthy, physically healthy. Surround yourself with the right people. I think the economy still will continue to get worse. It looks like you have spiral inflation in some places where, like, you go to California and you go to some cities, minimum wage is like $16 something. And then you go to a restaurant and food prices are really expensive. Well, that's spiral inflation. You raise the races, you raise the cost of the food. Well, the other places will have to raise the cost of their products and services because of the amount of money they have to pay their workers. Then the workers will need more money to keep up with the inflated prices, and it just creates a spiral, right? There's shrinkflation, where some products, the prices did not go up as high. Maybe it's the price stayed the same or went up a little bit or went up some, but then the amount of the product went down is less. You have shrinkflation. We're getting hit by inflation one way or another. And it's really just a tax on us. Inflation is a tax. Imagine you work, you get taxed on your paycheck. You go to a store to buy something, you have to pay tax to buy the product with money you were already taxed for. And then you're paying inflation tax that governments caused by continuously just printing money and giving it away. But the government wants all that inflation tax. They want that because then the government could tax the stores, the money, because remember, you work, you get taxed. You buy something, you pay tax with money you're taxed with. Then the store owner gets taxed with money that was already taxed like 2-3 times because your company was taxed with its revenues. You get that paycheck, you're taxed with that. You buy something, you get taxed on that. The owner receives the money, they have to pay tax on top of that to the government. It's just getting taxed. But the inflation taxes, your purchasing power becomes less because what you can purchase with your money is less than before because of inflation. That's a tax. Governments probably they want the inflation. Why? Because then the stores or the businesses, as they're raking in the revenue, they have to pay higher taxes because they're charging more money, or based on their revenues. And so the stores who are still prospering, the businesses who are still prospering, they will have to pay more tax because they are making more revenue. And they know they have to raise prices, and government receives more money through all of that. And it's really, to me, it's a crock of BS that we have to suffer through all this through their own mistakes, their own stupidity. And so, you might have people losing their jobs. To me, the economy is still going to go through worse times before it gets better. And that's why I say, you got to surround yourself with the right people. You want to work hard. Like all my jobs, I work really hard. I wake up like 5 o'clock in the morning, work, take break, go to another place, work. I come home I finish around 9 to 10. But because, I do what I preach, I just work hard. Because I know things will get worse. And so I'm just saying that to y'all. It's not going to be easy. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but let's be honest. For the most of what I've been saying till now, have I been wrong? I don't think so. So just letting y'all know. All right, KOK family. God bless all of you. In Jesus' name, and KOK.